Hey, third grade, this is Miss Liberty with your reading lesson for today, Wednesday, September 23rd. Today, we are going to talk about the first part of our interactive read aloud, lesson number 4. When we read, we think. Did you know that your thinking about a book begins way before you even open the first page and continues even after you finished it? It's true. Good readers think about what they are reading before, during, and after they read a story, poem, or informational text. This allows them to really understand the text they are reading in a deeper and more memorable way. Today we're going to take a look at a nonfiction text called Animal Tongues. We'll learn about how different animals use their tongues before we even open the book. Let's think about what we already know about this topic. So to help guide our thinking today, we are going to use a KWL chart. So in the first column, our K column is where we write what we know. The middle column, our W, is what we want to know or want to learn. What are we wondering about? And then tomorrow, we are going to fill in what we have learned after we actually read the story. So let's take a look at our cover. Our cover says Animal Tongues, and we see lots of different animals. When we read the story, we're going to be focusing on human, dog, giraffe, and hummingbird tongues. So think for a moment, what do you know about the following animals' tongues? Well, we are humans, so think about your own tongue. What do you know about your own tongue? Lots of you have shared with us that you have dogs. What do you know about their tongues? If you've been to a zoo, you might have seen a giraffe, and using our picture clues, we see a giraffe right here with their long tongue, and a hummingbird. Challenge yourself to think about a hummingbird tongue and what they might do with their tongue. Now we're going to go to the KWL chart, and we're going to go ahead and fill in what we know. So I know that humans have pink tongues. I can say humans taste with their tongue. I know that dogs drink water with the back or bottom of their tongue. I know that giraffes have blue tongues. And I don't know anything about hummingbird tongues. So I can't put anything about hummingbird tongues in that section of what I know. So now I'm going to go back to the next slide. And it says, wow, we seem to know a lot about animal tongues. This will help us enter the story with a better understanding of the topic. Now let's think about what we want to know about this topic. So what are you wondering? What are you wondering about animal tongues? And what questions do you have about the animals and their tongues? So let's go back. Now remember when I was filling in what I knew about animal tongues, I didn't have anything to write about hummingbird tongues. So I'm very curious about them. So I'm going to put, how do hummingbirds use their tongues? And then I also noticed that giraffes have blue tongues and we have pink tongues. Are there more colors of tongues than just pink and blue? And I know that they have blue tongues, but I don't really know why. So I'm curious about that. Why are giraffes' tongues blue? Why are giraffes' tongues blue? And I'm going to also add in, do all animals taste with their tongues like humans do? So now when I go to read our story to you tomorrow, we're going to be thinking about what we know, what we want to know, and then finally what we have learned about the topic of animal tongues. So it's important to keep in mind all of the information that we know before reading a book because it will help us understand the text that we are reading in a deeper and more memorable way. And then it'll even help us have our really meaningful reactions to what we read that we can then share with our book discussions, friends, and classmates.